Yo! So I got another reaction video for you guys today because, well, things are getting saucy out there. And, well, let's check it out here. Let's not waste any more time. But I was on X.com earlier today and I just couldn't believe my eyes. There's a lot of things going on. And so I was really impressed with what Elon had to say the other day, man. Let me tell you. And I totally agree with him. And if you don't agree with him, please comment below why. Because you know everybody feels this way, but I'm curious to know, what draws the line with you, and you feel like, oh, that's too extremist to say. So let me explain. This is what we have. Oh, this is what we have going on here. Anyone who hates America must be removed from America, and I totally agree. I don't feel like this is. Uh, yeah, I don't feel like this is extremist at all. This is what every other country probably does, or if they feel like citizens have an extremist view, they just ignore you probably. But this is probably what other countries do, how other people feel. Hey, if you hate this country, leave. You know, and in other countries, people hate that place, and they have left to come here. People have left their environments for whatever which reason. For whatever reason, they chose America, and that's awesome. But at the same time, the people who come here, or like the people who are born here, and then just try to claim like, oh, I hate this country. This country sucks. Meanwhile, you're born here. I don't know if you guys have. I'm sure that all of you at some point in your life met somebody that has very strong views in America. Right? Oh, I hate America for this and that and the third. Well, those are the same people that will say, "Oh, America sucks. I'd rather live elsewhere." And then when you go online, or when you go TikTok, for example, you see people posting videos from Africa. Even Ellen DeGeneres, for all people, moved out of the country to who knows where, and she hates that place. You know. Now, that's just an example. You find a bunch of videos like that. Maybe like less than 1% actually move to a place that they feel actually happy with. Okay, props to you. That's cool. But don't come here and start playing the blame game and playing along, going with the flow. 'Cause that's bullshit. And then there's people that are born here, clueless people, and just, I don't know, no history. No, I mean, I'm not gonna make these videos and say that, oh, I know my history. I'm a scholar at this. I'm a scholar at that. No, not at all. Not at all. Uh, yeah, not at all. Far from that. But I will say, I'll be humble, and say, I'm smart enough to recognize that the people that are born here, like so, and want to advocate for a different place or advocate for some other ideological views, and like not knowing your history, and you think it's going to work out, it's giving me a headache already just trying to piece all the words to explain this shit. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen this for yourself. Um, y'all probably live with this every day. Look at this chick in the front cover with armpit hair. That is wild. Yeah, that's your normal democratic socialist chick right there. All have armpit hair, probably a few cavities, and green-haired vaginas. That's your typical socialist woman. Armpit hair, green-haired vaginas, and a few cavities. Which, hey, look, hey man, I got a few cavities myself. Can't shit on people with cavities, and I got armpit hair myself. There is some level of hygiene and standards that people should have. But the left, for some reason, born here in America, want to protest hygiene, man. You believe that shit? Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. Um, so yeah, if you want to follow me on X, if you want to follow me on X.com, this is my user here. You can follow me that way. Um, but yeah, the main reason why I wanted to make this video was because two things. I like what Elon had to say, number one. And number two, I had found this to be wild. So one of the new elected officials in the Bronx, I believe, is this woman, Darializa Avila Chevalier. And man, this is what she has to say. We are Westerners fighting for the total eradication of Western civilization. That's a pretty strong statement, like opening all this up. We stand in a full solidarity with every movement for liberation in the global South. Our intifada is an internationalist one. We are fighting for nothing less than the liberation of all people. We reject every genocidal eugenist regime that seeks to undermine the personhood of the colonized. As the fascism ingrained in the American consciousness becomes ever more explicit and irrefutable, we seek community and instruction for militants in the global South. We seek community and instruction for militants in the global South. We have been on the front line, who have been on the front lines in the fight against tyranny and domination, which undergird the imperialist order. She says here, the blop, chiplop, revolution must continue, apparently. Well, revolution is going to continue, but not in the way that you want. Not in the way that she wants it, right? Because that's absurd. You're not going to be born here in this country and then start immediately destroying your own house, your own land. You see this? This is how stupid, and this is why I wanted to make a video. I'm not normally the one that wants to make videos and be vulnerable and put myself out there. But I've gotten to a point where I just don't give a shit anymore as much as I care about all this. So like, I care about this more, and like stopping this nonsense, this bullshit, this retarded ideology of like what everything I just read sounds retarded to me. Yes, we have our issues in America. Yes, there are eugenicist programs currently right now to depopulate Americans and to depopulate global population. Okay, that's not new. Okay, that's a fact. Most recent simulation of that was Event 201 in the state of New York, Manhattan, in December of, yes, it was September or October time frame. I think it was September-ish. Actually, it was closer to October. And major companies all met in private in Manhattan, Event 201, to talk about and to plan out what they would do in case of a global catastrophe, a global emergency like a pandemic, like COVID. And that's what happened. So they were all on board. They planned it all out, and they planned out what they would do. And they launched the simulation right then and there. They actually had all. I mean, you can research this yourself, and I'll actually make a video about this as well, because this is something that needs to be talked about more. It's like swept under the rug, and a lot of people should be talking. Actually, a lot of people should be talking more about it, because in light of the new revelations with thank God for Tulsi Gabbard releasing more information on Fauci. But I mean, the information on Fauci has been there for years, and it's been scrambled on purpose, clearly. But it's we have somebody really pushing forward on that, and that's awesome. And hopefully, through these videos, we can get what we want out of it, and what you guys want out of it as well, the viewers. You and your families deserve to live in a country where you're respected, you're valued, and people recognize that you're doing the hard work when you're doing the hard work. Because there are people that take advantage and try to try to hang in tight there so they can also take credit for something they didn't do. And try that's a different conversation to have. But for 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 the momentum of everything, shit like this needs to be addressed because this is absurd. How you gonna talk about that shit and be like born in America? I think she's in the Bronx, right? She's in the Bronx. Yeah, NY 13 nominee. It's like District 13, right? So she's out there, and if we go to her profile and we explore the nonsense, we're gonna see more nonsense. Where's she at? I'm surprised she doesn't pop up. Where are these at? Am I bugging? She doesn't even pop up. She must be an unpopular candidate. I, I doubt that she doesn't have X.com. I'm pretty sure she has X.com. Well, anyway, I mean, go check her stuff out. She sounds retarded. I gotta be honest with you. I'm a horrible, horrible person, and this is what people want to cling to. That's ridiculous. And then I agree with DC Drano here, where he says that we gotta stop calling these people socialists. They're actually like communists, and they're violent too. They're very violent. These people get their way. They lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want, clearly, and they're very violent. Um, so you have to be careful. You have to also call it what it is, man. These people are communists, period. And you know what? When you go to these places, just like how Maxine Waters said a few years ago, when you see these people dining out, call a crowd or this, that, and the third. Well, same thing. Call these people out.